Hello, everyone. Hello, Sean. Hello, Tammy. Hello, Gary. Hello. 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 Me and Mom joined. Hello, everyone. This is an intuitive gallery. That's what this is. This is when you ask me questions and I answer them. There'll be others that happen to join um, me live right now. They've been on lives with me before, and so they know what question to ask me. So ask me a question. I'd rather you go live where I can see you. These are free questions, so there's nothing. This is for entertainment purposes. So there's nothing to be afraid of. But I'll probably hit the mark more than once, and you can take from that what you want. Yeah. Hey, Zoe. Hello. 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 Yes. Yes. My brother. Yes. Please, if you want to have a question answered, just go live with me. You've seen my past videos and you've seen me go live with people. And so I'd like to do that with you. Um, but if you just want to text a question, that's fine too, and I'll answer it. Um, so, yes, blessed child, Leslie, yes, we're all getting on. Yes, yes, yes. Never promise. Yes, yes. Come with a question. Come with a question. Come with a question. Come with a question. Hello, hello, hello. Yes, for those who haven't been to this live, particular live, this is a water gallery. A live person coming on. Hello, hello, Tammy.
Hello, can you hear me?
Okay. Can you hear me or is it a little
I
difficult?
I can hear you. Don't know
Okay,
how to do this exactly. Oh, there we go. Maybe.
there you go. Okay, alrighty then. So, how we do this is that I don't know you. Um, and so I'm a water intuitive. So it's going to be about energy. But for all the intensive purposes for yourself, just ask me a question that you'd like to know. Um, I'd rather it not be so much love based because I'll be here for a long time. I've done that before. So it's a live, that's possibly, a session. But if it can be something about your job or anything that you'd like to know, let me know.
Yeah, how specific with my question should I get?
You can get pretty specific. I mean, you can, as long as you don't mind sharing. We're live. If I'm going to reveal too much, I'll just say no. It's a private session, but it's up to you.
Okay. Um, I'm an entrepreneur. I have my own business right now, and I'm considering making some major changes in the direction of my life and business. Um, and I guess I don't know how. Uh, well, I really feel like it's the right decision. I just don't know how what to do, what direction to go right now, and what to do about my current business.
Okay. Um, let's see. Um, you're moving in the right direction, though. You're moving. This is not just a change in your finances. This is a change in you. So you have to remember
Right.
that. You have
Yeah.
to remember that because you'll get sidetracked running for the money, and sometimes there could never be enough money that can pay for your happiness. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay, and you have to be aware of that. Even though you're happy, I'm not saying that you're not, but you have to be aware of being unhappy and living in it. Like managing unhappiness. That's what I'm saying. You're good at managing um, things for people. Um, and because you're kind of level headed, although sometimes you don't think you are, but you are. You're pretty much level headed. But there's a part of this that you have used it for everyone else but yourself. Does that make sense?
Kind of. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I can
So
see
when you
that.
approach your working, your this new endeavor, which is going to be successful, I think you need to redefine success a bit or add more stuff to it. No, not redefine it. Add more stuff to what success is. And you'll see that what you're seeking to do, um, and you will do, just takes a little bit more personality conscious awareness.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Good. Good. Because I was trying to get it. I was like, what kind of word can I use to get this? It's more like a personality conscious awareness. That's what I say. And there are certain personalities that are short term for you, and there are certain personalities that are long term. Short term people are fine. I mean, short term could be like 3 years, but there are people that you can only deal with them short term because you know who they are. You know who they are, and you know they're good in
Hmm.
some points, but other points it's just not good for you at that time. It's not them, it's not you, it's just a situation. So there's a part of you that has to know who you are so that you navigate through that. Um, you will be, are you moving?
Um, I not that I know of, but I
Okay.
keep getting that message, and I'm
Yeah,
not sure
because
why.
I keep, I just got like, it comes with a move, but I don't know. You know, when spirit gives me the word move, it doesn't necessarily mean physical all the
Hmm.
time. And it could be like you're just moving to another level in your life. But there is a relocation of energy. That's what I mean. There's a relocation of energy that you were placing in one place. Do you have a daughter?
Two of them,
Okay, okay. Um,
and they're twins, so they could
okay,
maybe
good.
come
Because I was going
across
to
as
say,
one.
because you heard me, I was like, because I saw, I was like, okay, this seems like either they were close in age. Okay, they're two souls and two bodies. They're two souls, one soul and two bodies. Okay. How old are your twins?
12.
Okay. One of them is watching you, like studying you,
Yeah.
almost like wanting to know more than is necessary about something like business or something or personality. She's studying you, and she's like, she will be one of your twins. One of the twins will be like you in terms of business. She will probably be a lot more um, assertive because you did that for her, because you did it for her. She'll probably be a lot more assertive in business because what she's about to see you do.
Wow. Okay.
She's going to absorb it. Like, she's just, you're not even going to speak to her. You're just going to look at her and she's absorbing it. Even though are they identical or fraternal?
Identical.
Okay. Um, there's one of the twins. She sometimes doesn't want to be a twin.
I don't think either one of them do.
Yeah, but one of them knows it deeper. Like she wants to be seen as her own, and I think that's the one that's going to do the business part.
Okay.
Like she's got her own thing going, and it's good. You like it. 15 and 15 and 16 is going to be some rough years for you with them when
Yeah.
they get around 16 years old. Not rough, what I mean by not no bad, nothing like, I'm talking about like managing them and your career.
Okay.
And you will see, but some of this, it'll be a private session for you because I'll have to do their dates. It's all good. Let me tell you something. It's all good. Sometimes when you have more insight, you have more clarity, you have more sight, you have more awareness, you make better choices. That's what I'm saying. You just make better
Yeah.
choices. So, uh, let's see. Uh, did I answer your question?
Um, yeah, I think so. Can I tell you a
Yes.
little bit more detail? So right now, I run like it's a creative passion that I have, kind of a hobby of it that I turned into a business. I make custom apparel, screen printing, embroidery, stuff like that. Um,
Yes.
co- uh, and it's fun, I guess, but it's not fulfilling for me. In the, you know, this is not where I'm supposed to land, and I know that.
Yeah.
And I've worked hard on growing this business, and I guess I kind of feel like kind of giving up on it. I don't necessarily want to give up on it, but I'm being pulled somewhere else. I'm being pulled to like fulfill, to I guess to help the help humanity and fulfill like my spiritual desires, I guess. And I feel
Yes.
like this is a completely different life path than what I'm on right now, or where I've been, and that it will, and what I want to do will involve a lot of travel and maybe some time away from home,
Yes.
and uh, that and then in the long run, not living where I live now, in
Yes.
order to kind of continue to grow this as big as I would like to. But that I guess when bringing in my kids to the situation is that's where I get kind of held back sometimes because of not knowing if they're
Well,
going
okay.
where they're going to want to end up in life and whether or not they're going to want to like be a part of this with me.
Well, okay. So, um, it all works together. Um, yeah, that's why I'm just giving you a little bit of awareness. Your kids, the beginning of your offering to humanity are words. You put them on T-shirts. Your kids wear
Yes.
them. Your twins wear them. The twins are the one because it's for their generation. It's not for ours. It's not for yours. It's not for your generation what you're doing. It's for their generation, and that's why you have a
Yeah.
set of twins. Sis. So the T-shirts that you're doing, I mean, it, you, it's a door opener, a conversation starter, which leads to more of your offerings. You don't know uh, yet that um, you there's something going to happen on the planet. Everything's happening now, so it's a lot of stuff happening. You tap into one way of helping people and you magnify it. But you have all the tools all set up to do it. It's not something that you have to think heavily about. It's something that you just put together, but you have everything already.
Hmm.
I
Hmm.
wouldn't worry so much about the kids, the girls. I think right now, I said you got about 3 or 4 years till they get around 15, 16. That's when um, they kind of want to do their own thing and you're already rocking and reeling. And so it's just another come to the table moment that you have. Like during the course of their life, you have a many come to the table moments. Like, okay, we need to talk, come to the table moment. And that means that, okay, we're gonna talk some hardcore stuff. Um, they kind of know it because they're tapped into you. So if you're feeling not good, then they're also not completely right as well. You've had crystal children. And so you need to look that up. You've had crystal children. So they are parented a whole different way. I had to parent my son a different way. Most of us who have crystal children, they started to be born in 1990 and they have more DNA. So they require much more energy. I don't mean attention. People always like, oh, they need a lot. No, they don't need a lot. What they need is your energy. And that's why a lot of the parents of crystal children are so damn exhausted sometimes because they require a lot of your energy, not attention all the time. They don't really need you to be focusing them, they just need you to be around. It's like an anchor. And crystal children, and I've been working with them years and years, maybe, I haven't really documented, but maybe at least 15 years. I've been working with them, and they are connected to their parents up until like around now, like around 12. It takes them a while to get disconnected. Now, doesn't mean that they're not needy. It's not that that's not what we're saying. You almost have to be a parent of a crystal child to know the amount of energy that they take, even when they're just sitting in the car with you, because their minds are like sponges. And it's almost like whatever you're learning, they're going to get a bit of it anyway, because they can just pick up on it. And so we bring them information. But they are godsends to us. Not everyone's going to have a crystal child. So it's not like everyone has one. But I can tell that your daughters are crystal children by your energy, that they are there. Okay, Tammy, did we get that taken care of?
Yes, thank you. I really appreciate that.
Good, good. And if you want to have a session with me, just DM me. All my sessions, you'll find a whole bunch of stuff about me online. So just DM me, and then we can take it from there. But thank you so much.
Great, thank you.
Okay, bye bye.
Bye.
Oh, I'm hitting the wrong thing. Okay. Hello, Deja. Good morning. Castillo, I haven't seen you in a while. Good, good. Gerald, do you see anything going on with me? You guys got to go live with me to get that. Oh, I think Tammy, you have to come off. I don't know how to do that. Let's see.
Oh, me either.
Okay, I got Daja.
Good
Deja.
morning. It's Daisha.
Good morning. Can you hear me, Deja?
Yeah, I can hear you. My puppy has his toy, so if it's loud, I
Oh,
apologize.
no, no, no. I'm fine. Somehow I'm getting. Okay. Deja, have you been through one of my lives before I start?
No, this is the first time.
Good, good, good. So I'm a water intuitive and a water shaman. You can kind of check after this is over. You can kind of check back all my stuff. So I want everyone to know what I am so that they can get clarity on the messages that I'm going to give them. So this is a water gallery, and what I do is that you just ask me a question. You ask me a question, no love questions, because it takes a little longer for me to go to the love question.
Okay.
But you ask me a question. And when you ask me a question, and I'll answer it. More than likely, it'll be. I want it to be more something that you can benefit from. Now, if it gets too intricate, I'll say private session, and that means you DM me, and we'll go to. I will never reveal personal things to
Okay.
out here.
Yeah.
So, but if it gets too deep, I'll say private session. I'll say you book a session with me. Okay. So ask me the question.
Um, so I would like to know if eventually I'll be able to back away from social work and do my podcasting full time. I know it's not going to happen immediately, but will that eventually be the case?
Um. Yes, but I think you move into more energy healing. You're skipping a step.
Okay.
You went from you went from social work to podcast. And right now I can understand that 150% why you don't see that. There's a middle part of this
Mm-hmm.
that brings your podcast into more of an alignment with the future as opposed to the present or the past. And I think that's what you're headed. You want to get ahead of something because you know something from your profession.
Mm-hmm.
So you want to know, you want to get ahead of that. Um, there are some journeys you personally need to take, like some journeys. There are some. Okay.
Listening.
Where are you from? Where's your mother from?
Charleston, South Carolina.
There you go, baby. Why was I going to say that? Because you were screaming Gullah. And I'm like, you need to go home.
Hmm.
You ain't been home. You Gullah. You know what Gullah is?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, you're part Gullah, if not all Gullah.
Yeah, both of my parents are from Charleston.
Yeah, that's what I'm picking. I'm like, there's a part of this. I lived in South Carolina. I did a lot of my studies in Beaufort, South Carolina
Oh, okay.
for 2 years. And a lot of us on our journey, we forget to go home. We forget to go home. Not our parents, not nothing. We forget to go home. We forget to go home. And I think that's what's happening to you right now. There's a sense that you have completed a series of tasks
Mm-hmm.
in your life and you've done well with them. You've done well. You really have. But there's a foundation that's lost and it attaches to your social work background.
Okay.
So that's why you have to go home because it's no longer will you accept that you are talking about, like you don't want to talk about things you haven't experienced because people start calling people on that.
Right.
And you don't even like that.
No,
So right. So that's why I said there's a phase of this. Now, does it happen quickly? It can happen simultaneously. Like you can have the podcast and the podcast is discovering you're showing people the walk to a podcast. Does that make sense?
it does. I think my only follow-up is going back home. That could just mean like visiting. That doesn't necessarily mean moving back.
No.
Okay.
Visiting. You're no longer no. You won't move back. Actually, now I'm going to say this, and I'm going to say private session. I'm going to say this,
Okay.
but you need to figure out if your family has land down there. Please,
Okay.
please, because a lot of us, the reason why we're going back is that our family had land down there, and we are the descendant of that. So when you go back to visit, go check the records because you're going to need that for your book. You're writing a book. Did I tell you you're writing a book? You're writing a book.
No,
So
but someone else has said that, and I was like, huh? I don't. Okay.
yeah, you're writing a book because it's interesting with you, Deja. Uh, are you there?
Yes,
Okay.
I'm here. Can you hear
Okay.
me?
Yeah, I can hear you. It's interesting with
Okay.
you. You've been trained to look at other people for so long,
Mm-hmm.
but you don't realize the gift that you have for people is your life.
Mm.
So that's why it's hard for you. Like I'm trying to get to you. You're looking outside of you. It's you. It's you. It's you. That's the podcast. It's you.
Hmm.
And that's why it's like there's a step in this because you have to switch hats. You have to switch hats. You have to, instead of making it external, it's more internal. And because it's internal, people on the outside find it authentic and they grow from it. And it's not contrived. It's not a social media thing for you. That's what it is. It's not a social media thing. It's your life being filmed, but it's not really a social media thing. Like you're not, I would say this to you, do not package it so tightly that it becomes sterile.
Yeah, I don't see if you're saying like influencer, that's not for me. That's not something I want to do.
What'd you say? Say it one more time.
I guess if you're saying like don't package it as if it's like an influencer type uh social media, that's
No,
definitely okay.
it's a programming that you have.
Oh, okay.
It's a programming that you have that you're not aware of, that it's just you've been programmed to do it. It's nothing that you intend to do, but when you don't have that many options and you're trained in one way, you
Mm-hmm.
don't even give yourself the option to do it another way. That's why I'm opening up the door to say it's you. Whatever you wanted, whatever you saw that didn't work, make it work in the podcast.
Okay.
Like be diligent um, for yourself because really it's you. And I know that you don't. I can sense in you that um, that you need a journey
I
of
do.
discovery about yourself. I could sense that. I could sense that deeply. I could sense that part in you deeply. And I can sense your podcast changes. I can sense that the moment you take your journey, you see the purpose for your podcast. I can sense right now that you are going to have a successful podcast, but it's not really, it's more like a network.
Hmm.
It's more like a network. So it requires a little bit more underpinning to it, like a little bit more, I wouldn't say research, living, a little bit more exposure to different types of being, different types of people in this country. That you know. So this is not a. This is merely you putting together your life. Like you put together your trip to South Carolina because you realize that most black people in this country who came over or was around in the 1800s came through South Carolina.
Right.
Okay, so everyone has a root there, but it's never even being exposed. No one's talking about that. No one's even steering us to that level of journey, like that level of understanding. There's a place in Beaufort called Penn Estates that keeps records of everything. I went to the first black church ever in this country, and it was made of seashells, and it's still there. It's still standing.
In Buford.
So all of that information that you kind of will find extremely interesting, and because you have the blood tied to it, it ties it down even deeper. I mean, you're not studying it; you literally are from there.
Hmm.
So, yes. So, is there another question?
Um, I guess I'm still taking in what you said, but
Okay.
I
Well, ask me a question about what I said. If I can give you more clarity, I
yes. So
will.
like what would be the first step to that? Do I need to try to figure out or contact someone to see about my lineage? I guess would be the start.
Um, all you need to do is to find a ticket or get yourself down to Charleston or Beaufort, South Carolina. It's spiritual. It's all going to happen for you. A lot of this is what I'm saying. A lot of what you're doing, you just go. Trust, go. Because sometimes you don't know what you want until you get in front of it.
Yeah.
You just don't know. So, but you know that this is your ancestry. You know that this will be a basis from you. I mean, there's so much to learn. I mean, you got Oyatunji Village down there. There's so much that is not being talked about at all. Not being talked about. And with your clinical background, you'll be able to see the transition out of the South into the North and the effects of it on us. At this
Hmm.
point, and another migration might take place. So you are ahead of, that's why I said you're kind of, I want to put you ahead of the game a bit. Like you get ahead of something. That's what I'm saying. Get ahead of something. Your niche market is because you get ahead of an issue and you're there when the issue arrives.
Gotcha.
Like when the rest of the women are going over here, you're like, no, we need to go over here.
Hmm.
We need to go over here. And it's easy for you because it's in your life. It's not something you have to study, but you do have to go and be around. You have to go home. You have to go home. You have to spend at least 3 or 4 days. And where are you located now, if you don't mind
Oh yeah,
me
I'm in
asking?
Atlanta.
Oh, okay. Good.
Yeah.
Good.
So it's driving
Good. You
distance.
oh baby. It's like you right there, you know. It's like you can't if you're in Atlanta, okay, so if you're in Atlanta and your journey requires a weekend, because you can go back, but you can do the weekend.
Yeah.
Uh pack you some food, pack you a basket, because a lot of and pack you a chair, put a chair in the back of your car, put a folding chair. Because a lot of this is you sitting under trees.
Mm.
A
Which is
lot of
something
this
I
is
already enjoy.
I bet you do. Because when you go home to Gullah, you find every wise woman sitting under a magnolia tree.
Hmm.
There you will find them under magnolia trees. It's just something that we do. And that's something that you're going to realize that you've been doing it, but you didn't know the root of it. You didn't know why. You didn't know why you would sit under trees. And when you get there, you're going to realize they're going to tell you why these women, these particular women, not every woman does it, but there are particular women that sit under magnolia trees and they weave sweetgrass baskets.
Yes.
Right. Well, the weaving of the sweetgrass basket and the magnolia tree and the story goes together. It's not separate.
Okay. It's
When
crazy
they
because
give
I
you that
keep
sweetgrass,
palmetto. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
go ahead. What did you say?
No, I was just gonna say I keep palmetto roses in my car, like the
Yes.
windshield, and in my bookshelf.
Hmm.
And people always ask me,
Without
"Why do you do
knowing.
that?" I don't know.
Yep. Right. That's what I'm saying. It's you. It's you. It's really you. You, without knowing, you are the podcast. Because you would have already, you're going to see the things that you do naturally, and you're going to say, oh, this is where I got this from. This is where, and there are a lot of other people that are like you. They just don't know. Sometimes, and I have a lot of social workers who are my clients, and sometimes, first of all, I have to teach them how to cleanse themselves, which is the number one. I don't even understand that. I always have to teach them to cleanse themselves because no one's teaching them that this is energy and that your clients are when they get a breakthrough, they're emitting the energy and it's around you. So you don't know how to get that off of you. And so that's why I realized that you're probably going to do some energy healing, like some energy classes, so that you understand that a little bit more, right,
Okay.
in terms of your maintenance. Because if you come into a lot more people, you get a lot more dirtier.
Oh, definitely. I
So
I mean, I journal and meditate right now. That's typically what I do.
yeah, well, you need a little salt.
Okay.
Um, you need to salt and lime because it's on your skin, it's in your aura. So it physically got attached to you. Someone physically showed up and it got attached to you, so you physically remove it.
Okay.
So I'm gonna give you something real quick.
Okay.
You're gonna get I get like one of these Chinese containers. You know how they have the soup in
Mm-hmm.
them, like it's like a dip. I filled up with um
I already got some.
um you got some, right? So
Yeah.
fill it up with some water. Say an intention over the water, and then squeeze some lime, like maybe one lime in it, and then leave the lime peel after you squeeze it. Drop it in the water. Add some sea salt to it. Um, you can mix it up, whatever you want to do. Mix it up. Bathe yourself first, and then you take the lime water, the salt water, and you pour it down your back and in front of on your chest, and let it pour over you at the
Mm-hmm.
as you're shaking it up. If you can put some in your hair, put some in your crown, and then put some underneath the bottom of your feet, and do not towel dry. Let yourself air dry. And
Okay.
what you will do, you will feel better. You'll feel lighter. You can do this general maintenance for counselors, just general. I mean, I get more specific depending on how deep you're going. Some of my clients, we have to get more specific for them because they're dealing with certain types of mental illnesses
Mm-hmm.
and they give off certain types of energies. So, but for that, I can give you that. And if you need more, you let me know. But I think I have some videos on that on my YouTube. Um, but yeah, did I answer your question?
Oh, definitely.
Good,
I'm taking some notes, so I'll definitely be doing
good.
all of that.
Okay. Well, Deja, if you need a session with me, just let me know. But they call me the Water Shaman, Water Intuitive Lawrence. But you'll find a lot of um, my links everywhere. I've been doing this for about 20 years. So,
Okay.
so
I just
yeah.
followed
And
you
I'm
too.
actually having a journey to Enchanted Rock, which is like your Stone Mountain in
Mm-hmm.
Georgia. I'm having that next weekend. So stay close. You'll see pictures of us on mountains.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank
All
you.
right, Deja. Thank you. You're welcome. Bye bye. Okay. All right, party people. Where are we now? Let's see what we have here. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, thank you. Tell everyone about me. Share this. I'm inviting people to go live with me. I've got one message. Okay. I'm inviting people to go live with me, and so that you can see exactly what I'm doing, see exactly where I am with this. What you would need to do is ask me a question. Just ask me a question. Yes. Hello, Queen Chanel. Hey, do you see anything going on for me? Castillo, let's go live. I thought I did put you as a live. Did I not do that? Okay. Okay. Okay, I don't know how to do that, but I'll go. I sent you a invitation, so see if we can go live. Man, I thought I had a Miss Blue 601. How are you? How are you? Eden joined. How are you? How are you? Where do I accept the live? It should have been on, let's see, I did a guest. That's weird. Yeah. Yeah. That's pretty weird. It's not allowing, I don't see your name here. No, I don't see your name here. Okay. Well, you can type out the question. I don't know why that you, I believe I received it but stepped away. Okay, well, you need to kind of go live with me, Steve Artisan. You know, I don't have to see your face, but I believe I received it but stepped away. Yeah. Not really. You didn't step away. You moved away, though. Okay. Okay. Sonia Garcia, how are you? Nukes and Linda joined. How are you? Here we go.
Hello.
Hello. Is
Hi.
this Artisan, right?
Yes, hi. I don't know how this works. I don't think I can go with the.
No, it's all right. I don't really need, I don't have to see you. I can hear you though. Can you, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you fine.
Do you need to see me?
No, no, it's fine. Totally fine.
Okay. Okay. So, can you repeat your question one more time so I can address it?
No, I don't have a question, but I guess if you have anything that you can share, I'm more than happy to hear.
Okay. Um, sometimes you've outgrown an environment well before you've realized it.
Mm-hmm.
Um, you are in a place where very few people, you need to be fed, not like someone's giving you anything. It's like you need to be fed from higher energy.
Mm.
Um, just like a higher energy. It doesn't mean someone's giving you it. It's just an environment where you're fed, and you don't need to eat for forever. But right now, they're part of you that's empty because there's no interaction that's of a high frequency that can fill that part of you, and you really can't do it alone anymore. And it's not that the people around you are of a lower vibration. It's not that. It's that you're ascending. You're ascending, and you go through ascension phases. These
Mm.
ascension phases are, and you'll see on. Have you been to my page? Have you? This is your first time here
This
with
is my
me?
first time.
Okay. Okay. Well, when you go to my page, you're going to see on my videos, you're going to see that I do these numbers like, are you seeing 444 111 333? Are you seeing these numbers?
Yes, I have actually.
Yes. So that's what I mean. You're
Hmm.
ascending. When I checked into you, your energy, I felt that you're ascending. So the reason why you're on my live is because I've done the videos. And so some of the information that I'm going to impart on for you today is um, I call it living, ascension living, because you have to have experience. I've been doing this for 20 years, so you have to have experience or in the process of experience to help others. So let me give you a quick synopsis of this. Your diet will change, and it just will change. Your sleeping patterns will change. Your dreaming will become vivid, very vivid, but it will mostly vivid in the early morning hours between 5 and 7.
Hmm.
Um, you will There'll be places that you can't, like supermarkets and things, and you just get this vibe that you don't want to go in, that you're not, if you're going in, you want to come out. You don't
Hmm.
want to stay long in vibrational unmatched environments. It'll be all about frequency with you. It will not be about the person, the male, the female. It won't be about anything. It'll be about how you feel when you're around this being. That's your test. How
Hmm.
am I feeling? And sometimes you're feeling bad, but because you're taking care of people, you don't acknowledge it.
Mm.
So you don't acknowledge that I don't feel good here. I'm not feeling my best here. And that can cause like sludge, like I call it sludge. Like you do a lot to just exist, but you're not doing enough to thrive.
Oh.
So it's like a sludge. It's like I'm existing, but I'm not thriving because I'm doing a whole bunch of stuff I don't really want to do every day.
Right.
And we're creatures of habit. You tell the universe that's what you want, and that's what you'll get. So what I'm saying to you is, um, you need to be fed. Um, I will feed you with the videos because it'll give you more of an idea of what's actually happening to you.
Hmm.
Um, and it'll give you a more sense of how to navigate it. It'll give you a sense of why you're seeing these particular numbers at this time. I go from 111 all the way up to 777.
Hmm.
So there's about 6 or 7 uh, different sequential numbers that I cut across. Um, you are, where are you from?
I'm from the Caribbean. I'm Haitian.
Ugh, well then, well, this is about to make another more. This okay. 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 You probably need a private session with me. You probably need a. I know why you call. I know why you arrived. Why don't you ask me something about Haitian spirituality?
I'm on the fence with that.
Mhm.
Um, I'm on the fence with that, but ultimately, I do feel like I'm somewhat spiritual.
Yeah.
And I think for me, ultimately, is to do good. But I think perhaps maybe me doing good was never received in the right way. Um, but I think ultimately, there have been some roadblocks, I guess. But I don't know if
Well,
that's
you
part of
in
it.
your DNA, you
Uh-huh.
have inside of your DNA, you have others that have come before to do the same thing you're doing now.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and I will tell you this: um, they were not all black.
Mm.
That's the part. That's why I'm like, you need to have a conversation with me. They're not all black, and that's why there's a part that you don't see, but everybody else probably sees.
Mm-hmm.
Like most people who are close to you, they see it, but they don't know what they're looking at, and because it's vague, they're not articulating it back to you. But your lineage wasn't always black in Haiti. It became black,
Mm-hmm.
and so a lot of your kind of on the fence with this thing, and I understand that, it's because it might be the same religion and the same culture, but it's a different frequency.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why your feeding is sort of special because it's not the same traditional feeding. Like, you need information from the Middle East.
Mm.
You need information from parts of America, South Carolina, like the young lady. You have a mixed DNA.
Mm.
And that's another conversation. But I do too.
Ah. So are you
I
saying
do too.
that, are you saying that I'm on the right path, or if I'm seeing the ascension is what you're seeing, so are you saying that I'm on the right path?
Yes. The more you discover, you're on the right path. Here's another thing: you cannot be on the wrong path.
Right.
Okay. So, what I'm saying is more awareness gives more clarity. And so, when I'm telling you certain things, I'm telling you, look there, look there. You don't fit for a reason.
Mm.
That's why I'm like, look over here and now look over there. You don't fit for a reason.
It's so funny that you're saying that because I had a conversation earlier with someone, a random person about regarding blockages,
Hmm.
specifically in my love life.
Hmm.
So could that be part of the
Yes. You can't, they would have to match or be close to the frequency because of you bring a lot of energy to the romance. It's not just you.
Mm,
So, and it doesn't appear right away that that's what that is.
mhm,
But within a week or so, people will know that it's not just you they're in a relationship with.
mm.
And they can't articulate it because they're not at the frequency to even understand it.
Oh, is that why
But if
people
they're
run
at the,
away? I guess they run
what,
away.
what'd you say?
Is that why people run away?
Yeah,
Oh my goodness.
yeah, and they should.
Because
They should. They should run away. You know why they should run away?
why?
Because they're not suited for you. It's a
Mm,
frequency thing. And the frequency, you've lived long enough to develop a strong frequency. And so they can't sustain that level of frequency around them. It's like someone shining a big bright light into someone's face.
oh.
So the first thing is to go, oh no, no, and then it's a fight or flight thing. So they're either fighting you or they're flying from you. It's just this what it is. It is. It's not. Don't take it personally. It's just how you're built.
Mm,
You know, apples can't always go with oranges. And so that's what it is. But it doesn't mean your love life is not going to be loving and fulfilling. It's just the quality of your love life you have to be aware of, and then not on a superficial level, not on a like you literally. have to feel people.
Mm-hmm.
You have to feel them. You have to feel people. And sometimes ask the universe to send someone to you, you're ready for it. And then show up. See, there's a power that we have with the universe that we can talk to it when we say we're ready. Now, because we say we're ready doesn't mean that we're always ready. So we might say it. But here's another thing. You're already married.
Am I?
Yeah. I'm not going to say no more on that. I'm just telling you to look there. Go research that.
Oh my God. Oh.
So, so that's something. But I'm kind of giving you something like, go look over there. You'll see. You'll see many of you. Many, many, many of you.
Many of me.
Yes.
So would that be a good thing or a bad thing?
That'll be an awareness thing. It'll be a good thing. Yeah. It'll be an awareness thing.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's not a bad thing. It's actually a good thing, but depending on how you see it, you know, on the growth of you to see, oh, it's a gift. It's not a curse. It's actually a gift.
Oh. So spiritually, I'm already married.
Kind of, yeah. I
Oh.
can't go any further. That's what you know. But I can tell it to you. I can feel it and I can see it. Then it's okay. Hey, not only is it okay, you're having a good life, right?
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know.
You sound like you are.
You know, I guess, I, I mean, do you feel that I'm having a good life? I feel like
Yeah, I
I'm
feel
just,
like I wouldn't compare it to other people, but internally you may not have what you want, but you have had everything you needed.
I can agree with that. I'm grateful. I'm thankful for the past 2 months. I feel like for
Right,
the past 2 months have been extremely rewarding for me, so I'm grateful for that.
right.
I'm not going to say I'm not having a good life, although, I think, there's room for improvement.
Lots of room for improvement. Yes, lots of room for improvement,
Yeah,
but your base living, your day-to-day living is good. You get to express yourself
hmm
however you want to express it.
yeah, yeah. In that regard, yes, I would say so. But yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. And you you also where are you now?
I'm in New
Where are
York.
you?
I'm home.
Okay. Um you have to get out of New York.
Really? Should I go?
Out of New York.
Mm.
You got to come out of New York. It's like it's time for you to be a big fish in a small pond, but you can't be that in New York.
Because there's too many fishes in the big pond.
Baby, it's an ocean out there. That's just an ocean. An ever. That's just an ocean. Why do it?
Right.
When you're needed in other places where they won't find people like you.
Oh.
You're needed in other places where they don't know people like you, and you're the way they get to know people like you because you step out of your comfort zone
Mm.
and you open up another door for you. Because you open up that door for you, then you open up avenues for other people. The serving, you you help people by your energy of freedom,
Mm.
of expression. You're in the arts, right? I'm finding that you're in the arts.
Yeah, somewhat. Yes. Yes.
Yeah, okay. So, like literally, come out of New York. You know, come out. You'll be surprised. You're going to thrive once you leave. I'm a New Yorker. I was an original New Yorker. I'm born in New York. I
Mm.
love New York. Um, but I knew when to leave.
Okay.
I was aware enough to know that I love New York, but we're needed New York was like our training program.
Mm-hmm.
It was a place where we trained, and so you have to come out of it. And don't go to Atlanta.
Oh no, I don't think I like Atlanta at all.
No,
So
no, don't go to Atlanta.
I was never, I guess at peace, you would say.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Um,
Don't
but
go to Atlanta. Go. Don't even go on the Eastern Coast.
oh,
You have to go to the. Yeah, you have to come to the Midwest. Charlotte might not be bad. That's about as East Coast as you're going to get. Charlotte, North Carolina, will not be bad. But you're kind of more of a like I'm in Texas. You can do Houston. Houston would be perfect for you, actually.
really?
Um,
Why?
you need. Why would Houston be perfect? Because coming from New York City, Houston is one of those cities that is still in the South, but it's old at the same time. So it has, we call it the third coast. We call we call the Gulf of Mexico the third coast, which it is. It's the third coast,
Oh,
and so a lot of interesting things happen in Houston that would benefit you and not give you culture shock right away.
okay.
Yeah, it's that culture shock from New York that stuns us. Takes us a couple years because we live a unique experience in New York City, and we don't know we're programmed to live that experience until we go to another place that doesn't have it, and we
Hmm.
have to detox from that for a moment. But again, it's all about expression and evolving.
Okay.
Okay. You have any other questions that
Um,
you'd like for me to answer?
I guess the only question, I guess, I think you answered my question. I think ultimately I wanted to figure out what is happening to me in terms of the blockages, but I think you shared a bit about,
Okay, I'm going to give you one more because Spirit is trying to tell me to give you one more hit um, that will help you. There's a crystal called tourmaline, black tourmaline.
hmm
Have you heard of it?
yeah, I've heard of it.
Okay. What black tourmaline does for, I'm an urban shaman, so a lot of my shamanic practices stem from living in heavily dense places.
Hmm.
And so the black tourmaline, if you carry it in your pocket for 2 or 3 days, or put it in some water and drink it, will allow you to sort of repel a lot of the negative ions in city living. It's no one's doing anything to you. When you're in a place where people are just not in general well because of financial hardships and whatever,
Hmm.
um, it's everywhere. It's on the subway, it's in your building, it's everywhere. So you have to have something that absorb, and that's just to begin with. The second thing would be organite. I mean, there are certain things that can repel that level of energy coming at you, but ultimately, um, leave. Ultimately, leave. And here's another thing: tap into your guides.
How do you do that?
Just ask.
Ask.
You have it in your DNA. You have it. Can I tell you this? You have this in your DNA.
No.
So no one's going to teach you something. Everyone's going to allow you to remember. Just put the intention.
Just
Just put the
ask.
intention.
Just.
And from that intention, you'll have a communication because they're not away from you. They've
Hmm.
never been far from you. You just have not acknowledged, had the, sometimes it takes a moment for you to acknowledge what's actually happening to you.
Hmm.
Take some moments. That's why I said the ascension, and you got some research there, and you got some other stuff I told you about. You got some other stuff that you need to look at and stay close. Follow me. See other people that I work with. They are you, and you're going to see them. You're going to see me doing a lot of my healings in public spaces. I don't. I try not to do things in private because It doesn't make sense for me to do it in private because only that one person benefits from it. And what I do, a lot of people need to see it at one time. So I say that to you for your future,
Mhm.
for your future. I say that to you for your future so that you know that there are others out here that are doing um, sort of full expression work in spirituality. That's what I want to say, full expression work.
Okay.
Okay, my brother, listen, enjoy the rest of your day. And if you want to book a session with me, DM me. I have reduced rates for the people who are on my um, live.
It was a pleasure. I truly appreciate the information. Yeah, I'll definitely reach out and explore this a little bit further in terms of, you know, the little dark corner what it's all
Right.
about. Yeah. I'll reach out for sure. So you enjoy your evening as well.
You too. Thank you, sir. Have a good evening.
You as
Bye bye.
well. How does this work?
Okay. Okay, we got 10 people on. Let me get my guest up.
It doesn't want to come off for some reason. Like,
Let me see. I don't know how to get you off.
let me log off and come back or something.
Oh, okay. I think I did it. I did it. Okay. Oh, hello, Empress. Hello. You're welcome. Hello. You're welcome so much. You're welcome. Artisan. Yes, thank you. Style art. Thank you. I had such a great time. Um, are you doing energy work? Yes. I do energy work all the time. Yes. Um, let's see. What is that? Okay. All right. Hello, Empress Ice. Oh, okay. I think we get ready to get on. All right. Let's do this. Hello, Empress.
Hi, am I echoing?
Excuse me?
Am I echoing?
No. Am I echoing?
No.
No. You're good.
Awesome. Hello, hi, this is
Good.
interesting.
Yes. So is this your first time on my live?
Yes, this is my first time on your live.
Good. So let me explain. I know you probably were listening, but I'd like to explain just a little bit to you so you'll get as much as you can out of this interaction. I'm a water intuitive and a water shaman. I've been doing this for the last 15 to 20 years professionally. So what I do is water galleries. I've done them all over in cities. I'm on TikTok for the last 2 months. So most of my videos will be about these water galleries that you're getting ready to, you're getting ready to participate in. So what you do is that you ask me a question. Now it could be a spiritual question, as long as it's not about love. It could be a spiritual question or financial question, but I think you have one. I can feel you have a question, so I'm just gonna open up the floor for you to ask me.
Okay. All right, cool. So I have pretty much done everything I feel like I needed to do to like start on my spiritual journey and to like really jump into my like spiritual business. But I definitely just hit a roadblock of like, I don't know if it's working. I don't know if what I'm doing is working currently. And in doing that, I've come into a lot of information about my ancestry. So I'm just trying to figure out like, what's next?
That's the part. The part that you're missing is your ancestry.
Yeah.
Do
I
you,
do
and that
Kundalini
take,
in me. So I do
oh,
know where I come from. I'm just like,
okay.
now, how does that connect to my spirit work?
Where do you come from?
So I have two main sides, but the
Hmm.
sides I guess that called to me the most is West
Mm-hmm.
Africa. So 50% of me is West African, not Nigerian.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Obviously, we're here. So, and then the
Mm-hmm.
other side of me, well, the other side that has been calling a lot recently, I feel like, is the German side, which is about 20% of me.
Mm-hmm.
And I was just told by my great grandmother that we may have a lineage in Celtic paganism on the German side.
Mm-hmm.
I've been called to that since I've like been a kid.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay, so, whoo, okay. um,
And it makes sense for me, I guess, generally because I'll find myself very much so interested in like African spirituality, but then I'll find
yes.
myself also being pulled over to this Celtic side, and it's like it makes everything like roadblocks. Like I have no idea what to do.
Well, there are religions that have both of them inside of them
Mm.
because it's a when you have that level of mixture, you're trying to look for, and I guess I can say this without, I mean, I don't think I'm being disrespectful. It's more like I consider like a Creole religion,
Yeah.
ancestral Creole,
Yeah.
where everybody it's more than one
Yeah.
race. So I can't say that here on this live, but if you DM me, I can just
Do a private. Yeah.
kind of explain.
Mm-hmm.
Right. I can write I'll type out some of the things that'll lead you to a deeper understanding of that part because your ancestry it's inclusive, meaning they've all agreed to be within your DNA and they are helping you, but you have to know who they are. Now, the Celtic part of you is a little too general.
Oh, it's German.
So
I know it's German.
no, I mean the sect.
Oh, okay.
There's a sect that you belong to
Yeah.
that you're gonna figure that out. Like you're gonna either your great grandmother tells you the town or tells you the location, and you're gonna research and figure out who was there and how long they were there, and you'll know there's a church that's still standing that your family belonged to, and it's that kind of digging that's necessary so that your spiritual business or your practice, your spiritual business, relates to people who are spiritual that come from two very strong. Because what people don't understand is that when we began to mix, it wasn't every body that mixed. It was mostly the spiritual people, the people of a certain lineage that was allowed to do that. It wasn't everyone who was allowed. It had nothing to do with race. It had everything to do with lineage. Your frequency had to match
Right.
the other group's frequency in order for that to even happen. So you find a lot of people who have this mixed ancestry. I do as well, have a mixed ancestry. You find a lot of us, we are a little bit too broad to fit in one monolithic religion. Like we have to have a little of this and a little of that to go along with it. But actually, what I really want to tell you, which makes a lot more sense to your question or your statement that you're making, is you also have a galactic DNA.
What does that mean?
That means that you have a pre-human DNA, like Arcturian, Atlantean, Lemurian, and when you look them up, you're going to find yourself too.
Yes.
And that's also missing out of your practice, the galactic side of you, not the astrological side. That's not what I mean. Literally, the galactic side of you. And you'll do a little research on that, and it'll kind of open you up to a lot of different things.
Funny because I've definitely been drawn to a lot of, I guess I want to say pre-human, like
right.
Like, so that's very.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's it. And you've been drawn to it because it's necessary, especially now for you. Where are you living, though? Are you living near water, around water?
I love this NYC.
Okay, so you're in New York City, like everybody. I guess all of my New York City people are going. Okay, so you have a spirit on you. Her name, and I'm going to say the name, and you probably know it. Um, and she goes by a couple of names: Yaminja, Yamaya, or La Sirene. Have you heard of that?
Yaman Ja.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've heard of it,
Okay.
but I don't know much about it.
Okay, so you're going to look that up because that's going to be the door opener for you.
Got you.
You're going to find yourself. Like you're going to literally find you.
Got you.
Like literally say, ah, I get it, I get it, I get it. So I'm going to kind of let you go there. If you need further information on that, DM me or set up a session and please record it because I'm going to go right through your DNA and I can only, it's a lot of DNA. I probably would not remember it.
No
So,
problem. I already started writing, so
okay. So when we have a session, um, try to find a recorder because my frequency, you have to hear me say it
okay, you got it.
sometimes. Right. Okay?
Yep, thank you so much.
You're welcome. Tell everybody about me.
Of course, I will.
Okay. Bye bye. Okay. I don't know why Castilla is not on here. I don't know why. Okay, we got somebody. Hello.
Hello.
Hello, beautiful soul.
Hey, how you doing?
I'm fine. I'm fine. So is this your first time on my live or have you been here before?
No, this is my first time.
Okay.
I was just listening
So,
in.
oh, good, good. I'm glad you did. So you heard me say my spiel about what this is, right? So I don't have to say it?
No, I came in probably at the
Okay.
yeah.
Okay, so I'm a water intuitive and a water shaman. So this is a water gallery. So it's an intuitive gallery so that you can ask me a question. Um,
Oh.
not about your love life, but about it could be a spiritual question. It could be about your finances, your gifts,
Um,
things in that.
okay. Um, Finance is really on my mind. And my
Okay,
gifts, really, too.
okay, okay. Your finances, I find that you have some expenses
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
that tend to eat away a lot of these finances.
Yes.
Um, so it's not really, it's the expense that you have. But I think it's there for you to, you're going to get tired of it. Whatever that is, you're going to get,
Mhm.
it's not worth the money. That's what I'm getting at. Some of
Okay.
these expenses, they were, but they're no longer, they're not worth the money. And it's going to annoy you after a while because it's something that it's like you wanted it, but you didn't want it. You don't need it anymore, but you have to pay for it.
Yeah, like
You get
I have
better.
student
Huh?
loans.
What'd you say?
I have student loans.
Yes.
A car
Well,
note, but that's about gone.
well, there is, hmm, where are you living? Where are you? Where are you at?
In North
You,
Carolina.
okay.
Yeah.
Um, I'm picking up that there's another job for you.
Uh-huh.
Um, and it's in North Carolina, but I don't think it's in the city you're in.
I feel like I was gonna move somewhere else.
Yeah, it feels like
I've
it's
been
in
looking
North Carolina, but it doesn't feel like it's in the city.
Yeah, I've been feeling like moving to like Charlotte area, somewhere up there.
Yeah, it feels like Charlotte.
Yeah.
It feels like it's not a smaller city that you're in. It's a bigger, but it's not out of North. It feels like Charlotte. It feels
Okay.
like there's a job there that um, you start to apply for, or they have an office in Charlotte or whatever. But there's a job. I don't think you applied for it yet.
No, I
There's
haven't.
a job there, huh?
I've been wanting to move to Charlotte once I pass my nursing board exam, and then start a small
Okay.
business cleaning company.
Yes. Yes.
Oh wow.
Because it seems like you you go somewhere and it has to be a bigger city
Uh-huh.
and your money gets better. But
Okay.
I'm going to tell you this, when you get to Charlotte, do not buy anything big.
Okay. Okay.
Don't buy, even if you buy a house, just make sure that it's just a house for right now.
Yeah, that's what I
It's
want just for right now.
just
Yeah.
for right now. Don't go because you might have the money to do it and you'll be
Yeah.
like, oh my gosh, what did I do? I don't really need all of this because I ain't
Right.
home because your business takes off.
Okay. Thank
You
God.
really don't. You really, in fact, if I were you, I
Mm-hmm.
wouldn't get a house. I would get a townhouse and have somebody clean it because you're not going to be home.
Oh wow.
No, you're not. No, you're not going to be home like that. Like you're not going to be. When you get to Charlotte, there's going to be a need, and I don't know what this is, but there's a need for your business.
Okay.
Um, your it's two businesses though, right?
Yeah, it's like a commercial business where you go clean like Dallas Billings, banks. It's like a
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, because I feel like it's two businesses that you do.
Okay.
Um, but they're the same, but this one is just gets
Okay.
more people to it.
Okay.
Um, what you can do is you get a contract to clean the schools.
Okay. Okay.
It's contractual work. That's what I mean.
Okay.
That you realize like, okay, I got to get contracts because they can't be coming out of it's somehow you realize that they don't honor like they use you every so often. You're like, no, that's just too much. I can't hire workers. You're gonna have to make a contract with me.
Okay.
I can't.
Okay.
So you do a contract work.
Contracts.
Now,
Okay.
the name of your company means something.
Okay.
So whatever you name it, it has to have a meaning to it.
Yeah. Yeah, I had this on
Um,
my mind. um,
Good.
Healing Hands
Yes.
Company.
Yeah, that's what it is. I like it has a meaning behind it because when people hear
Yeah.
it, they know what it is. They're not like, oh, okay. So it's
Yeah.
Healing Hands Cleaning Company.
Company. Uh-huh.
Um, now you're gonna need a vehicle that has all of that on it.
Okay.
So um, I don't know what this. I think it's like you get like these little magnets and you stick them on a car. But the Healing
Um,
Hands,
uh-huh.
people see it. They see it on your car. They see it.
Okay.
Like you realize that this was the best advertisement because you're sitting in traffic and people are calling a number because they
Wow.
see. Yeah, you realize that they need it, but they need it like it's like you're sitting in traffic and people are like, yeah, I need this, or you lucky. Ask me another question.
Okay. My gifts.
Um, well, your gifts of cleaning and healing.
Yeah. I always heard
You
I had
need.
healing hands. And I dream a lot,
Mm-hmm.
but I can't
You
connect,
have.
like, yeah, understand it.
Well, you. Well, when you want to remember your dreams, put a glass of water by your head.
Okay.
They hold on to your dreams. You ever seen the old people when your grandmother always have a glass of water?
Yep. She always went to
Yeah,
bed with a glass of water.
glass of water sitting right there. Everyone knows it. They know what they know it. We just need
Okay.
to get back to it. Do it. They'll
Okay.
do it. So put a glass of water by your head, clear
Okay.
glass.
Okay.
Um,
Clear.
um, and before you go to bed, say that you want to know, you want to retain the memory of your dreams,
Okay.
and just tell yourself that. Your spiritual gifts are healing hands, but you will be taking Reiki. You'll be taking a Reiki. See, Charlotte has got a lot of different types of healers to it.
Oh,
So
okay.
you're going to find a cross between the nurses and the psychologists who are also Reiki practitioners, who also
Uh-huh.
know the energy of that. So you're going to get into that. Where you
Okay.
are right now, they don't have enough of it for you.
No. Mm-mm. Small
They
here.
don't. Yeah, it's just a small, they don't have enough of it for you. And that's why you're going to Charlotte. You don't go to a bigger city than Charlotte
Uh-uh.
because you still like it's like a big, small city. It's
Yeah,
just
I
big
was
enough.
looking around Concord area.
Mm-hmm.
I
Perfect.
want the outside of Charlotte. Yes.
Yeah, perfect.
Yeah.
Concord is a great area.
Yeah.
Um, okay, I think, did I answer your questions?
Yes, you did.
All right. So
God
tell
passed
every
me right up in here. I was like, let me stop and listen to see.
All right. You see how
Wow.
spirit works. Well, listen,
Yeah,
tell everyone about me.
I
Go see my
will.
videos. And if you
Okay.
want a session, just DM me and we will go through the full session.
All right. And I'm following you and put my bell on. So when you come on, I
Oh,
can always come in.
thank you, beautiful soul.
Thank you
I
so much.
appreciate you.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Okay. All right. Mm. You're welcome, beautiful soul. Maybe I should. Okay, I'm going to go and I'll return later on and we'll finish this. Thank you, guys.